Take me to
Funky Town by Dale Bozzio from her 2007 CD New Wave Sessions, which features some classic Missing Persons tracks as well as some great covers by Dale, who's my guest on Revenge of the 80s. Dale, it's great to have you in the studio and on tour these days. The CD New Wave Sessions puts the Dale Bozzio effect on some great music of the time. The covers of the album include Turning Japanese, Der Kommissar. Is there any special reason you chose to record some of those tracks?
All my favorite songs. I love them. I love those songs. They're all my favorite songs. So I thought, well, you know what? I sing them when they're on the radio anyway. I might as well sing them right out.
Oh, why not, right?
It's my own personal karaoke, babe.
Only much better because you have that twist you have, the sort of Dale Bozzio sound to the whole thing, which makes them even better. That's
well,
what
I hope that all the songs I sing, that the musicians are okay with what I did, and I try to be flattering to the writers and the performers of the musicians before me, and I speak only in the flattery, the note of myself, because I love those songs, and so I thought, what better for me to be happy about doing than singing my favorite songs, right?
Now, if Falco were still alive, I wouldn't have minded hearing him do a version of Words, but again...
We could always trade up later.
You bet. Now, you also released this year a superb, and I mean superb, live album, Live from the Danger Zone. It's already a huge success. Talk about this new CD.
I did that for Terry and Warren because they knew nothing of it. I put it out. I called it the Dale Bozzio with Missing Persons to be in respect of them, and I was hoping they would hear it and come to the party and say, okay, let's do this. But I haven't heard from either one of them, so I will just carry on with myself. I'm the last and the only missing person alive to play these songs in concert now. So I hire musicians that are more than capable and fine players and half my age to carry on the tradition.
That's right. We need a next generation of new wave listeners, which we have actually, Dale, because while these years are seeing a rising popularity in retro new wave music, that means yourself, the little girls are back and doing some recording. Nikki Corvette is back out doing things. Did you think that you'd still be selling out concerts these days with people who want to see you performing the songs from that era?
I surely did not expect any and all of the above. I am grateful always, and I have an open mind. I'm a patient individual so that I can take the downfalls and the upfalls of the business. The music business is sketchy, at least, and as all arts. So the most important thing for me to do is to do what I believe is a fun event for me, and I carry on playing these concerts live because to me it's a great expression. Every concert's different, every performance is different, and I walk away from life having a better day. That is truly my care and my investment in the music business. Other than that, the music business is very hard to deal with. There's a lot of crooks. Times are bad mostly all the time. Patience is hard to come by. There's much waiting and downtime. You never have one hit on top of another. You're lucky if you ever even get one. And being a musician is a lonely space in your heart because not everybody understands the musician. So to take the stand and try to make a living at it is even twice as hard. So it's something that I have taken all to surpass my whole life, my whole career, the tragedy that I lived through, which was in the 70s. I had a severe accident. I fell 40 feet, and I landed on my head as a young girl, woke up in Frank Zappa's house, and the story goes on from there. Became the girl with Terry Bozzio, the missing persons person, and all of these songs that I wrote and played, and the videos, and all the la-di-da. But down deep in the bottom of my heart, I have a lot of truth, and I have all the perseverance that's allowed for me in this lifetime. Because I had a tragic accident, and I have written about it now for the past 8 years. I've finally got the book together. I'm about to place it into the world so that everyone will understand from every adversity comes the seed of equivalent benefit. So it's really hard to lose here in this lifetime. And if we could try, each of all of us, a little bit harder to do something nice every day, we would be in a better place for all of us forever. So I've written this book, and it will come soon. It's called Dale Bozzio's Destinations Unknown.
Dale, you mentioned the book. Do you have any other projects in the works as well?
Well, new music all the time. This book that I've written, I'd like to turn it into a movie. It's very self-help oriented because I'm a very self-help person. I help myself all the time. The book is funny. The book is instrumental in life, and it has great love for all of the people that I've passed their lifetimes by mine. And it's all the appreciation that I have for here, this life, and the chances that we get in the journey that we have. And I'm hoping that people will take a chance, take a listen, and have a better day, because we do have time always to make things better.
And we'll definitely keep people up to date on when this book is coming out and get that news out as soon as we can. But we're looking forward to seeing the book when it's out, and I'm definitely looking forward to reading it. I'm
so glad to speak with you. You're very kind, and you have an eclectic nature. I'm honored to have been a part of your day and with all your listeners. Thank you so much for your time, Chris, and I wish you well.
And I'm very happy to have you on the air with me today. But Dale, one more thing before you go. I understand that you might be in possession of some old, unreleased solo tracks meant for Write in English. Is there any chance of them being released in the future?
Oh, I don't know. I have all kinds of material that I'm actually thinking of making available. I didn't really even think about that. But yeah, it's possible. Very, very, very possible. Nowadays, it's pretty meaningless to keep secrets.
You're writing them all in a book anyway, right?
Yeah. So everything's fair, love, war, and music, I say.
Quickly, one more thing. What do you want music fans to remember most about Dale Bozzio?
That I'm a rule breaker.
A rule breaker.
That's right. Rule breaker all the way.
Dale, thanks again for coming on Revenge of the 80s Radio with me. It was extremely great to have you here.
Oh, you are just so kind. I truly, truly have grown from this conversation, and I will really reflect now of the conversation that you and I had, and I look forward to speaking with you again. And of course, we will talk for your future endeavors.
Well,
I wish you well with your rock star info and your book and all of your writing.
We'll definitely try to pull that off, and thank you very much. Dale, let's play a track from Live from the Danger Zone. This is the album's opening cut, Walking in L.A., by Dale Bozzio and Missing Persons on Revenge of the 80s Radio. That's Dale Bozzio and the new Missing Persons band, Walking in L.A., their first track off of Live from the Danger Zone. That, of course, is the newest release from Dale Bozzio and Missing Persons. That is available through Amazon.com. You can also find it through our website, www.revengeofthE80sradio.com. That's www.revengeofthE80sradio.com. As you just heard, a nice conversation with Dale Bozzio of Missing Persons. If you missed any of that or you want to hear it again, very easy to do. Just log on to our website, www.revengeofthE80sradio.com. Very happy to be here with all of you on this radio program, Revenge of the 80s Radio.